What them say? Up to the buzz. You don't know. The buzz.
You know how we roll.
This is the entertainment buzz.
Further on in the buzz.
That is why they part of things. And them searching. Like what just on the clip them away.
What we gonna do right here is go back. Way back into time.
Sky, are you? All the respect them eyes up. Light up flag. Hear me now. So bounty. Dig it well.
Entertainment buzz are the real thing, man. Sight.
And now, our feature presentation.
Yes, sir. We want to say a very special welcome to the EBUZZ. I'm DJ Bones.
And I'm Kishima Francis. Also want to say big up to our listeners joining us via the 107s and those of you just tuning in on the internet and on our social media platforms. Big up.
Feel free to join us on Instagram at IRIFM_JA, Twitter, IRI_FM, and feel free to join us on Facebook at Simply IRI FM. It is another Wednesday. We're right here on Roots Rocking Reggae Radio, IRI FM. And of course, we got a packed show here tonight.
A full house.
I don't know if the show packer than the yard, but the yard pack.
Well, yeah, said to me.
Yeah, man,
stage show settings.
Yeah, man. Back to the old days, pretty much. So we are here tonight, and we have our music artist tonight. His name is Reconyze. We also have Diani. And, of course, Marcy Chin, all here, all early, all ready, all prepared. So we're looking forward to have a conversation with these three great talents. And, of course, lots of things happening. Tell me what's happening in the news right now, Kish. I see nothing.
Well, of course, you know, Queen of the Dancehall Spice is living her best life from New York Fashion Week to raking up over 2 million views on YouTube. Now, recently, Spice linked up with the Who's and Who's of Entertainment while attending fashion event of the year, which is New York Fashion Week. So she shared some posts. She was just, rubbing shoulders with some top celebrities, and she did an after party. And, I think all in all, it's a good experience, just to be able to attend some of these events. And in all of that, her song, which features Yemi, it raked up over 2 million views on YouTube after being on the platform for just 4 days. So, lots of things to celebrate. So big up to Spice. She works really hard and, fruit of her labor.
Yes. And of course, there was a lot of backlash on Bounty Killer. Response to why he did not attend Merciless's funeral. And our entertainer Bounty Killer is defending his choice not to attend the funeral service of the late entertainer Merciless. Several industry insiders have taken to social media to voice their disappointment after local entertainers opted out of attending the DJ's funeral service. In a social media post, selector Tony Matterhorn wrote that the entertainment fraternity of Jamaica not attending the funeral was a clear indication of the lack of humanity. He continued to say Merciless at the time of his death was not trending entertainer. He did not attend under the guise of who to go unnoticed. Meanwhile, Merciless's manager shared that he was unable to attend the service owing to his visa woes, but is disappointed that dancehall heavyweights Beenie Man and Bounty Killer were not in attendance. In response to a fan's comment and tagged Bounty Killer, he replied that he did not attend the funeral because the attendees used the occasion to celebrate the DJ's victory over him, Ninja Man and Beenie Man at Sting 2000 instead of celebrating his life. The funeral service of the late entertainer was held at the Gabriel Anglican Church in Maypen, Clarendon. Merciless was found unresponsive at a motel on Beechwood Avenue in St. Andrew on July 18th, and he was later pronounced dead. Your thoughts on Bounty's response to why he didn't attend the funeral?
Before I get to Bounty's response, it is really sad that more members from the entertainment fraternity did not attend the funeral. And also in the same breath, some of the persons who are talking, they themselves did not attend the funeral as well. As it relates to the comment that Bounty Killer made, I think Bounty should have kept quiet because that comment does not fix the situation, in my opinion. It just made it worse. And especially since Merciless was on the EBUZZ, like roughly some 10 or 11 days before he died.
Right.
And that was one of the questions that we asked him, you know, just an outstanding moment or memory as it relates to his time during the entertainment industry. And he highlighted that 2000 Sting as one of his best moments in dancehall. So irrespective of what transpired, it is what it is. Merciless did, you know, lyrically killed Beanie, Bounty, and Ninja Man during that point. And I just felt like the comment from Bounty, it was insensitive because of what it is now. Like, Merciless is who you should have paid your respects or your tribute to. And in the event that you're unable to attend, I felt like he could have said something else as opposed to that explanation that he gave.
My thoughts is that Bounty just thought it was all about him. His ego, what people thought. Now, if it is about a clash that happened some 22 years ago, and that was the reason, because people are going to say it was because Merciless was victorious over him and Beanie Man and Ninja Man. It is narcissistic, to say the least. And if he goes to the funeral and people say that to him, all he could do is be the big man and just say, "Achoo, go on good." But there's no way that Merciless can come back and clash him now. He's already dead. So,
you know, yeah,
it was not appropriate.
No,
And when we are here,
not appropriate at all, and distasteful. We have not heard publicly from Beanie Man, and he too is being called out as well.
But he must say nothing, which is
he hasn't said anything.
Just
you know,
like as you said, Rodney should have just stayed quiet.
Right, if you don't have something, you know, solid enough to come with, because here it is, you're talking about a colleague who has died, a member of the entertainment industry, and he has contributed to the dancehall culture.
He was one of the greats, and I mean, it is so weird because I saw Rodney in an interview, I think it was on YouTube, bigging up Merciless. He said, "No, what happened to Merciless? But if Merciless ever sit down and focus, nobody can big him." Go to the man's funeral then. Come, if you can do that, and I'm not sure. To me, that excuse or that argument, it's just not. It doesn't bear any water. There has to be something more than that. Why he didn't go? Because when him says, because I'm gonna celebrate his victory over and this is a man who's already in the ground. He's already gone. So.
Yeah, that was a really poor explanation as to why, and also in the same breath, not to overshadow what Bounty did with members of the entertainment fraternity who did not show up for Merciless. You did have persons who participated. You had Sprague Benz, Twin of Twins, Mr. Lex, Fantan Moja. These are just some names off the top of my head, like persons who actually went and, you know, paid their respects to Merciless. So kudos to them. But a large majority of the entertainment fraternity were a no-show.
They were not there. And you know, I know Merciless, and he had some challenges, but that did not take away from the person who he was, the talent that he is, and the contribution that he gave to this business, to this industry. And it should not have been. I think they should have just gone out further, and more of the fraternity should have represented at his funeral. But we give thanks for the ones who did, because it did make a difference, and it did make a mark. Yeah, so big up to those.
Again, condolences to the family and friends of Merciless.
Definitely. I do believe we have a little chat with our friends from the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, the JCDC.
Well, as you know, as you mentioned, the JCDC Fiwi Short Film Competition is basically the brainchild of the JCDC's Drama and Theatre Arts Unit that encourages Jamaican amateur filmmakers to examine one of 5 selected Jamaican proverbs and create a short film treatment based on their interpretation. So I think tonight we're going to be having a conversation with one of the entrants, and Janelle Smith, I think it is, that we're going to be talking with.
An entrant, yes. Okay, before we do that, though, let's take a quick time signal, and then we'll come back with Janelle Smith.
Half Curcumin Plus will remove inflammation from the body. Tanquist is a combination of herbs and fruits to remove toxins and pathogens from the body. Get your Curcumin Plus and Tanquist from Halfco Herbs and Extracts. 540-8871.
The time by Halfco Curcumin and Tanquist is...
It's 8:45 right here, Roots Rocking Reggae Radio. You're just joining us. It's the EBUZZ. We're going to be talking to Janelle Smith. And, of course, it's about the JCDC Fiwi Film Festival. Janelle, welcome.
Hi, Janelle.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Okay, Janelle, good night and welcome. Just to jump into it, give us a synopsis of your entry film.
All right, so synopsis of my entry film is there is a young, a young female who has the dream and ambitions of becoming a professional dancer. However, her parents think it's a waste of time. You get no money from that, and so they're not necessarily supportive of her dream. But her father was a pro athlete, and so all his expectations are pushed on her. So she's expected to, follow in his path, but she's not very good at athletics. And so, she kind of end up reuniting with a childhood friend who, instead of encouraging her, leads her down a path of destruction, and is in the end that she realizes that she was being manipulated this entire time.
Right.
And why did you choose that Jamaican proverb? I mean, of all the selection that you had, you selected same knife, tick sheep, tick goat. Why did that one speak to you?
True that.
Yes, same knife, tick the sheep, tick the goat. First of all, just by hearing it, that's the one that drew to me the most. When I read it, I said, this sounds interesting, because you don't have a proverb already where say, wolves in sheep clothing. So when we see that now, I say, all right, I'm going to go do my research. I'm going to research it now, I say, all right, a lot of persons might have this experience where you trust somebody and then they turn around and betray you some wicked way you never expect. And I say, all right, I think this proverb might be relatable to a lot of the audience who will be consuming the film. Right. And also, I feel like it was a Jamaican proverb that not many persons know about. So I wanted to take on that challenge.
Wow. It sounds quite interesting. Tell us a little bit about how did you get into the whole film business or short film? Is this something that you've always wanted to do? Is it something that you've been doing? How you ended up in the JCDC Fiwi Film?
It's not something I always wanted to do. I buck up on film by accident. Walk me down the road one day and buck up in it.
What?
Yes. So initially I pursued my education and career in acting because I recently graduated last year from Edamali College.
Okay, awesome.
With my theater arts degree. However, during the pandemic, a lot of persons, because we've now, shifted to that virtual space, a lot of persons had to become acquainted with now, all right, using the phone to be, whether to communicate or just for entertainment purposes. So during the pandemic, just like everybody else in the world, I start YouTube and I start TikTok. And from Edna, I realized I had an eye for detail. And that's where I fell in love with directing. So I'm like, all right, how can I now incorporate my little directing talent into the virtual space now? And so I started with TikTok. I had my brother recording my videos for me initially until I started having bigger ideas. I said, all right, at times we go bigger, better, and better now and show persons that this is something you can accomplish in Jamaica with a lot of hard work and dedication, because persons out there are going to tell you that, you can't do it, or, you're not making no money and this and that.
Right.
But you find your talent, you hone your talent, and you apply it to what you're interested in. So that's where the film aspect came in. So I just had to learn how to use the camera so it's like a transition from stage to film. So that's where my transition is from. So yeah.
Wow, Janelle, that is awesome. And finally, before you leave us, I read that, being a part of the competition, the filmmakers got an opportunity to enter, workshops and so forth. Can you tell us what is the takeaway from the experience? Like, what have you garnered in addition to what you were doing before?
From the workshop?
From the workshops, yes.
Oh, yes, of course. The workshops were really helpful. And not only did we have workshops, they also, we got mentors to help guide us through the process. So in the workshop, there were persons who were already, seasoned in the film industry. Some were lecturers or just persons who were well acquainted with editing. And so we had an editing session. We had sessions, we had writing sessions, we had, script sessions, and they showed us where we could get royalty-free music and how to just in general put that all together to make our film. So the workshops were extremely beneficial, and they also, gave us softwares that we could use to edit audio, edit video, and just to make our films better. And as I said, during the process, we had mentors to guide us along the filmmaking process.
But look at you, Janelle, who buck up in a...
Well, same knife, stick, sheep, thick, goat.
Yes.
Yes, Oliver Samuels, me here with that. Same knife, thick, sheep.
Before.
Yes, and of course, I've heard Pat Clark with it too on Jamaica Corner.
Yes.
Right, drama, and of course, the title is Same Knife. Wish you all the best. I know it's going to be awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Take
Yeah,
care.
man, Janelle, big up.
All right, take care.
Yes, that was a big up there for the JCDC.
Janelle Smith.
Yeah, man, JCDC Philly Film Festival. So
I like how she vibrant.
well, she knows what she's doing, and she's got to have that personality to be able to execute all of that. So, we're getting ready to welcome our music artist for this week. And, of course, this week our music artist is a brother by the name of Reconyze. All right, and we're going to be talking to him very soon. You want to see the suit? Remember me tell you?
All right.
All right,
and so week after week, we provide a platform for upcoming talent. And it's no different this week.
Right.
Like you hear from Bones.
Right, so this
Reconyze.
week, Reconyze. And of course, when I met Reconyze, me know that Regina, I just know him. But then me see another one now from down at Hopewell, where me know too. My goodness, we don't get to you yet, But Reconyze is here, and we just want to say welcome to the EBUZZ Reconyze.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here,
It's really good
welcome,
to have you.
Reconyze.
Thank you. Long time I want to be a place like this.
All right, we're going to ask you to hold the microphone closer to you so we can hear it. We want to hear you loud like
me sing then.
Yeah, you want to hear your talk.
All right.
So, give us a bit of your musical history in terms of how you got into music. Is this something that you wanted to do, or you buck up in it? How did this happen?
Really, me no really buck up in it,
Right.
Me grew up loving it because my old man have a 2-speaker tape back them time. And when in Ghana work, I'm always messing with it.
Right.
So I figure out how to record my voice. On cassette.
Cassette.
You know what I mean?
All right. Right.
Yeah, and after that, every time old man come in, he playing his favorite Dennis Brown, and Reconyze voice was there, pop up right there, pop, and always call my mother and say, "This boy messing up my I'm in good cassette."
Yeah, that sounds like a typical parent.
So from that, I always have a friend, and he have a bigger 2-speaker tape.
Right.
And me always thief out of the yard because I'm small. They didn't want me to go far,
Right.
So I thief out of the yard and I go over. Yeah.
Sorry. Right. Yeah, we need to hear you. Yeah.
I thief out of the yard and go over my friend Bongo, passed on and ready. But when I grab that mic and put out my thing, everybody want to hear the Indian.
But in addition to that experience that you're painting for us, do you figure that because you're related to the late Jackie Mitu, you felt like taking a musical path was actually inevitable?
Yes, that's one I too, because it's a family treat. You know, it's a family thing. It come straight, and I think it's in the blood because all my family play instrument, but I never play instrument. I love the mic.
Oh, so the family plays instruments.
Yes.
And you love the mic.
I'm a mic.
You understand
guy,
that they used to want to take you out of the house and go a party and all of them things.
Everywhere, man. I used to mess up the place because, you know, I was small, young, my voice kicking, but I didn't know, like, hey, you would have taken me certain place, and then I started to sing, and then one day a guy come to me and he said, you know, I say, you good?
Right.
And I'm going to take you to a band. They do rehearse.
Right.
And when we touch the mic, they give me a job after the next day.
Right away.
Right away.
Wow. So did you have that name Reconyze? How did that name come about?
No, this is the thing I'm going to tell you how it come about.
Tuffy ranking.
Yeah, because that we know as.
Yes, and I'm going to tell you something. They give me many names because my voice is a different kind of voice. I can sound so many kind of way with my voice. People say me sound like Louis Culture, Sean Paul. Name it the voice, but it's the authentic of my voice, you know what I mean? I train every day. I when I work, I sing. I put the phone there, keep it up because that's what I used to do here. So, you know what I mean? So, me different. I know it, but I can't tell people that me good. You know, me have to hear from somebody. So I keep on do it, and the job when me get is to singing with the band.
Right.
And that's where me take the step off. You know what I mean?
So that's where you were singing in Negril?
Negril Pint Village.
Right. So I read that you did that for about 15 years before making your transition to the music.
Yes.
But what were some of the challenges that you had making that transition from singing with the band in Negril, kind of like a cabaret platform, and then trying to make the transition into the music industry? What were some of the challenges you had?
It's really, 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 really hard. Yeah, it's really, really, really hard, you know. And I try, and nobody see me. And I think nobody hear me. And I still try. And nobody see me, and nobody hear me. And then I get this song, and I always do positive things because I never like to do nothing with, with the bad word. Yes, because we want the kids to listen to real music. And the real music is when you sing that real music, it hold you. You can listen to that music just like Bob Marley.
Right.
If you listen one of Bob Marley's song, it stand out. It stay there.
Right.
But if you listen certain song, it's nice, mellow, but little after I fade.
Right.
And so that's why
you want to create.
I want to create
timeless. Timeless music.
Yes, I want to create that kind of stuff.
What are you promoting now?
Well, I'm trying to promote this one song.
Right.
Because I feel it. And I believe you feel it too.
Rasta Imposter. All right. So tell us how that song came about.
Well, how that song come out is one day I'm at home. But I always see the same thing, around. But I never say nothing. I always think I could make something where people can see it, hear it, and it's like you're seeing it. So one day my wife called me and he said, hey, Derek, because that's my name,
Right.
And he said, don't a Rasta in Jamaica don't eat certain kind of food? And I say, yeah. And then she jump up and say, that's an imposter. And that was it because I put it because my brain so quick at making stuff. I'm like, Rasta, imposter, Rasta.
And you made this song.
And me just come off, Rasta a Rasta.
Right.
Cause we know no imposter.
What?
Some boy say them a real imposter. Not up in there just to look like a Rasta. Rape, rob, kill, and tell like a Rasta.
Wow. So here's a kiss. You want us to give us? We're going to give our listeners a taste of this. So what you can do, Reconyze. Introduce your single the way you want to bring it in, and we will play it right here in studio.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Reconyze, and I want the whole world to listen to my song, and it's a positive song, and I hope you enjoy it.
Rasta.
Emperor Selassie, a guide Rasta a Rasta.
I me no deal with imposter. Rasta a rasta. I me no deal with imposter. Some boy say them a real imposter. Not up them head just to look like a rasta. Rape, rap, kill, and tell like a rasta. And when me sing, don't come pa me corner. Because you are informer. And we no want no drama. We make you jump like a llama. Me and me boys, them smoking marijuana. You don't know me come fi lock up the border. Chat through the hills and the bush and come on ya. So recognize, say recognize, Rasta recognize, recognize. Say them a wolf in a sheep clothing. Rasta know, say we know all of them. Dress up like Rasta and tell we lie. Go to police and I tell me a lie. Them a spy, them a spy. Fire, spy. Rasta, Rasta, Rasta burn. Because me never give up the fight. Rastafari, me never give up the fight. Emperor Silas a guide I and I. Him a guide me from Mount Zion. When the evil try to harm me and I, one thunderball the whole of them fry I want me say.
Yeah, Rasta imposter.
Yes, yes.
No, you see that brethren over there, sir?
Yes.
In favor you, you know.
I know.
Una family?
We brother.
Una brother?
No real brother, but we blood.
Boy, man, wanna go that trick out a road.
And you know,
Rich. All right,
you know,
so
you know what without a road?
yeah.
We do a song.
And,
Right.
yeah,
We have to be
yeah.
Yeah, we
we have
do
to,
a
we have to, look here, you have to keep that Michelle right.
all right,
We
all
can't
right.
hear you.
Sorry.
We can't hear you. I just start talking and start. You have to keep it up. That's
Yeah,
all.
me and Outer Road, we do a song together.
Right.
And it's real good song, you know.
All right, what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a real quick time signal and come right back.
All right.
The time on Irie FM is
It's 9 o'clock, and if you're just joining us, it's the EBUZZ. It's the music artist right here, and of course, our music artist this week is Reconyze. He is a brother from Mobay, and in between Hopewell, in Hanover, and so on. I don't know where Reconyze is up here. To come Reconyze, you know, don't interview yet, you know, man. You know,
Sorry,
easy.
sorry, I'm
So, do you have a management
Right.
team Recognize? How is it for you? You're doing it
Well,
on your own, or you have
yeah,
a team?
I have my cousin, you know, he's good youth, you know, he's try all the time, yes. Yeah, you know, he's try all the time. And he always come and see me sing and he say, yeah, cuz, you know what I say, can do a thing, you can sing. And he love the music, but, you know, I mean, he's young and he's doing it. So I work with him, you know, I try not to push him too much. I just go on, do the thing.
All right, here's a couple of things I want to find from you. So, your cousin is your manager.
Yeah.
If people want to book you, they have to go through your cousin.
Yeah.
Are you on social media?
Yeah.
Tell us your
No.
social media handles. How can people get to you?
He can get to me because I'm on I'm on everything. You know, I'm on Facebook. I'm on the Instagram stuff. You can really get to me by Instagram. Because
What's your
that
name on
more
Instagram?
Reconyze.
Reconyze. So it's and that's what it is.
It's
right across.
Reconyze now.
Reconyze.
No, it's Reconyze.
No. What is it? Recognize or recognize? No.
Not no. Reconyze.
Recognize.
Keep it alive.
All right. All right. That's
Yes.
good. Anybody you want to big up before you go? Cause we're
Yes,
going in.
I wanna big up all of my unity, all people will love me for years.
See
you
him.
know, Guava Walk, Hopewell,
All right.
right down the line to Negril, and all of my people them out there. People from America will love me so much and push me more to come and do my thing.
Right.
And they're there. Right now, I know they're listening because they
course.
tune in.
Yeah,
I wanna
man. Yeah,
big them
man.
up, respect, and they want to see me here.
And you're here.
And I'm here. You
All
know what I
right.
mean? And I hope this take me somewhere where I want to be. Because all I always want is this.
You wanted to do this.
This all my life.
You hear this, Akishiba?
All my life. I want people to hear me.
I hear
Passion.
him. I hearing you recognize.
Yeah, yes.
So, and I know you have the one song that you're promoting, and do you have other songs in the making?
Yes.
What is the ultimate plan as you chase this dream?
I have bad addiction, and I have life changes with me and my friend here.
you know, and it's a good song. And I got Baby I Love You and many more songs were in the makings. But Baby I Love You is a good song. That was my first song. And you know what I mean?
You have an album or an EP that we can look forward to? Are you working on it or anything like that?
You know, because me just start out and
yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Give it some time.
You know, but me can get you everything you want because me have so much music. I just went just for a pause. You know, they know
all
me.
Right.
I was that scale got enough. Me make music and put it out. I have my computer outside and I don't even want to pull it out because I got so much song on it made.
All right.
And you know,
Reconyze. We want you to keep the music strong. And keep the
wish
culture
you all
going.
the best, you know.
I wish you all the best with the career, and of course, as you bring that, as you have other releases, you let us know.
Yes, I will definitely do that.
All right.
We got one right now with me and
yes,
Outer Road,
and we can already let us you send that to it. All right.
So we just give him it.
Yeah, but we
know. So one day we'll come back and do
right.
Thing, but hope somebody out there see me. And test me out.
And recognize.
Better recognize, man. You're going to see somebody out there.
All right. So guess what? We're out of time. So big up yourself, Reconyze.
Respect.
Enough love.
And
of course, we got more stuff coming up. It's the EBUZZ. Reconyze. Big up yourself, brethren.
Thank you, man.
And
respect and glad to be here.
All right. Big up, Reconyze. Yes. Yeah, man. Big up.
All right. So we're now going to a big event.
Yes,
that
it's
is
all
happening.
about yesteryear, best of the 80s to 2000s. You're a kind of party, you know.
What do you mean? But guess what?
Gal edition.
The RF Entertainment family seem to be striking some wonderful, accolades with a series of these parties, because I think this is probably the second or third one. We have on the phone Mr. Lucian Youth. How are you, sir?
Where's everyone?
How are you, the brethren? You all right?
Welcome to the EBUZZ.
Well, you know, Lucian has been doing some great parties. This is your third one, eh?
No, this is the fourth this year.
This is the fourth one?
Right.
All right. So, and they've all been, they've been doing so great. So, obviously, I think you're onto something here. What's so different about this particular one that's coming up on the weekend?
Well, this particular one, on the weekend, we're going outside. You know that normally yesterday it's been inside of Pier 1, but we're outgoing Pier 1 now, so we're on the lawns this time, this Saturday, September 24, on the lawns of Pier 1.
Is it that you think that you needed more space because the events have just been growing?
Yes, it is growing. And I said, we realized that this space, even the last year in July, patrons wanted more space to dance. And so we listened to our patrons and we have decided no, that it is time. We have grown and it is time to go outside where in that area we have more space, more vibes, more of everything, more dancing, more energy.
Tell us about the lineup for this Saturday and the admission.
All right, the lineup is Super Coop, Arif Cooper, DJ Narity, and DJ Denver. Admission is 2,000 pre-sold, 2,500 at the gate. You can get your tickets at Fontana Pharmacy, Pier 1 Montego Bay, and online at xtickets.com. And ladies, you're free. You're 2 for 1 before 10 p.m. So ladies, you pay 2.5 and tell your friend, and your friend enter free. So 2 for 1 before 10 p.m.
Yeah, trick them in a certain more man coming at the party. If you look for the girl, them. You know,
they will, and you know, so this year is a trailer load of girl edition.
Yeah, so you have to make sure it's a trailer load of them inside there.
Right.
You know, I've been noticing that you've been doing some great events recently. Well, you've been doing a lot of good events. Some of them had live performances. Not this one. You're just going to be straight music.
This one is strictly dancing.
Why
you know, sometimes we have to kind of spice it up, but this one is just strictly dancing.
And let me tell you, people are dance wicked them days.
Look, people want to dance and enjoy themselves.
Yeah, man, and the type of music best of the 80s to early 2000s, you can't get better than that.
No, you can't. And there's such a market for it now. Yeah.
Yes, there is. And I tell people why them love this type of retro events, and they just want to come and just dance and enjoy themselves.
All right.
The last year, a patient told me, said, boy, when she go home, she sweat and she's tired. She could even take off her clothes. She just lie down in bed.
Drop down in bed, like tired.
Yeah, she couldn't even get up and bed and nothing. She just had to just lie down there.
But that's good.
The feedback is very well, and I would say every year we try to do better, and we listen to our patrons, and we just try to deliver and give them the best.
Well, we've been seeing the footage to realize that the shows have been very successful, and that's awesome.
Yes, and the last one, IRFM played a part, so they did a lot of footage and coverage for it.
Yeah, we did
right.
see that. Tell us a little bit about what time should people really head out to the venue.
Our gates open at 8 p.m. And I must remind ladies that you have a 2-hour span, 2 for 1 before 10 p.m.
That's good. So they need to get in and fill up the place, trailer load the place.
Trailer load our gal edition.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I know you say you keep listening to your patrons and you give them what they want. They wanted a bigger venue, so you are giving them that this weekend, providing more space for them to dance and have a great time. But ultimately, when we go out, we want to know that, we don't have to worry about parking and that kind of thing. Will there be adequate parking and tight security?
Yes, there will be, as usual. And we have the JSF will be providing security, also local security company. And ample parking.
Well, and I can speak to that because I'm from Mobay, and of course, anybody who knows where Pier 1 is, Pier 1 has a huge parking lot.
Are you going to be going to Yesteryear
Pam
Bones?
nose. You ever hear Pam nose? So this is something that's not to be missed.
Have you ever seen Bones dance before?
It is not a good sight.
I have never seen him dance before.
I don't dance.
I guess you will see him the touch there because I Bones love retro music.
Yes, I do. And if you're going in
I
a
know
car
he
right
loves
now,
it, but in my presence, he just always manages to stand still.
Yes.
But I know Yesteryear can get him moving.
Bones always keep moving.
Yeah, but retro is my thing, let me tell you. So we're looking out for all our friends in Montego Bay and the environs to come on down to Pier 1 this weekend and have a good time.
Wish you all the best.
Nothing is keeping that night. So
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it will be good. It will be a memorable night and a fun night and non-stop dancing all night at Yesteryear.
All right. So, Lucian, we wish you all the best of RF Entertainment. Yesteryear, the best of the 80s to the 2000s. Trail Loader Gal. Wicked party coming up this weekend.
All right. All
Pier
the
1.
best.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Big up, Lucian. Enough love. See?
Respect.
Yeah,
Good
man.
night.
Respect. Yeah, man. It's going to be awesome. We're
Bones,
going to
you make sure you go to Yesteryear. You make sure I'm going to dance up a
Look here.
storm. I want to hear the stories
Them man, they know the
after
party,
dancing, you just had to go straight to bed.
Look here. We do that normally. But I tell you this, those parties have been really good. All of them so far. So we've seen a lot of them just filling up Pier 1. It's a vibe. So make sure you go on down to Yesteryear this weekend. Best of the 80s to the 2000s. We're going to take a time signal. We'll be right back.
Reggae radio station, rocking to the nation.
The time on Irie FM is...
It's 11 minutes after 9 in the PM. And of course, we also have our hot and buzzing artists. We have Marcy Chin, who is here. Marcy! How you doing, Marcy? You good? You need a Michelle or a mic? You need a mic.
Hey,
you need
Marcy.
Come.
I'm hearing
No,
her.
it's not. Try it now.
Testing.
There
One,
you go.
three,
You're live.
Oh, hi. Where?
You're not dead.
You're buzzing. I know. We also have Diani. Hey, Diani.
Check.
No, we say cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, go on.
It's great to have both of you. Big up.
Again, right?
Again, that's
It's been a while.
Team Don't Sound in the house.
Yeah.
So we'll kick things off a bit with Marcy and then we catch up with Diani. So no feelings, Diani. No feelings. You're just going to go with Marcy first. Marcy, 3 words that you would use to describe Marcy Chin. I know your fans already know when you say Marcy Chin, what 3 words come to mind. But I want you to tell us what 3 words best describe Marcy Chin.
Wow. These questions. Bad B. Fashionable and focused.
Okay, that works.
So Marcy, what's
ambitious though?
That's
yeah.
Very ambitious.
Talented. You know the
Talented.
vibes.
So Marcy, what are you promoting? What do you have currently that you're putting out now that people need to hear?
Well, I just released something.
It named something?
Yeah.
She just released something.
A song called As a Bad B.
As a Bad B.
Right. That's my latest single. And then I have, more coming.
All right. So as a Bad B, and B meaning it is edited for.
That is it.
For radio, yes.
No,
I And when I listen to As a Bad Bee and I hear your delivery and your style and your sound, it is absolutely different. Talk to us about the process, the creative process of a Marcy Chin, and how you do what you do, and then that deliberate attempt to be different.
It's not an attempt. It's just natural, and the process is different every time. Sometimes I'm just walking around naked in my home. Most times, and that's when it hits me, and I just start writing, or I have the beat playing for a while, and then something comes. So it just depends. Or I'm out, and then I just get the ideas and jot them down in the phone, and then go home and put it together.
Can we look out for anything? I know that you're promoting this particular one, but like a EP, album, anything like that, can you look out for?
You just have to stay tuned, because I like to surprise. That's
surprise.
also something about me. That's I keep.
So you have no EP coming out soon, then?
You never know.
Yeah, try to pull you out.
You never know.
All right. Well, we love that.
She was lazy now, so not easy.
In 2020, you signed with Joseph Bogdanovich's Down Sound Records. How would you describe this musical partnership so far?
Interesting, challenging.
Challenging how?
Well, good.
How is it challenging?
When you're used to working alone. I was really just out there doing it by myself with my producer.
Right.
And now I have to position myself with people, so I have to get used to people. And they're,
And which one do you prefer? You prefer being alone?
That's always, my company is the best company for sure.
I know a lot of people. I'm like that too. So I know what you've said.
But it's a challenge that is good.
Because it's gonna make you evolve, make you grow.
So it's not, that's the least of it, really.
Oh, that's nice.
And I guess the fact that you said that it's a challenge that's good, in essence, it tells us that, you are open to, going against the grain, irrespective of the fact that it's something that you're not comfortable with because you prefer your own company. But go ahead.
I was just agreeing with you. Yeah.
No, from Reggae Sumfest to Alkaline's New Rules. During the summer, I realized that, you hit up a lot of the big concerts, festivals, stage shows locally. What would you say was the takeaway from those on-stage live performances for Marcy Chin?
Well, both shows were definitely different. And there were challenges with the major show, which was Sumfest.
Right.
And I just learned a lot. I don't really want to go into too much.
I think
details.
I like that attitude that you got, meaning that you see all times when challenges come your way, that's a way for you to learn, for you to grow, for you to evolve.
It actually gets me pumped to do the next thing.
Yeah. And what's the next thing?
The next show.
And when is the next show? When can we see you perform next? When can your fans see you?
I don't remember what I have in September, but I have a few shows in October. I have Candyland. I have another show in St. Mary. Oh, I have Ding Dong's show too, the 1st of October.
Which is coming up.
Yeah.
Watch out.
That's very soon.
Yes.
Well,
one of the to me.
No, we know we're gonna get to Deanna. Don't worry.
No, I'm saying I'm glad he's sitting next to me because he's reminding me of the things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Earlier on you mentioned, style, fashion, and we realize when we see a Marcy Chin, you absolutely express yourself a lot through your fashion. How important is style to you?
It's very important. It's and it's also very natural for me because I dress to express, know. So as you rightly said, I am always expressing myself through my fashion and my music. I think they are working in tandem with each other. I think I look like my music, well, in my mind.
It has to be in your mind first.
Yeah.
Let me ask.
That's a start.
Question for you is this now. You're just talking about things that are working in tandem, so your fashion and your music. There's also a side of the music where you have the production, where you do the recording and you create the music.
Right.
And then you also have to go out on stage and execute the music.
Right.
which one do you prefer? Is there a one that you like better than one? Or?
Definitely to create. That's just the best thing ever.
Right.
Putting something together from nothing.
Right.
Being like a god out there, just putting it. This is your baby.
Right. So the stage is more.
The stage now, I have to come out of my shell.
You have to mentally,
yeah.
But no, it's not easy. A lot
it's
of
like
people
going to war. So I put on my fiercest face, and I'm just out there doing it.
And you're ready.
Yeah.
You're ready.
But you see, and again, ultimately, that's what it is, like being a part of this industry. The more you do it, then the more it will become natural. And you like initially you mentioned like not like preferring to be by yourself, and at a stage show and these live events, there are just tons of people. How do you deal with the eyes? Is that something that you block out mentally when you're on stage? I know you just mentioned that you put on your fierce face, but how do you condition your mind when you're in that element and in that moment?
I've never really thought about it. I just kind of go out there. As soon as I hear my name, or when it's almost that time, instead of getting nervous, I get anxious and ready. Like, okay, I'm ready. But if I have to wait too long, it's too many different emotions.
No, that
but
is.
Once it's time to get the mic in my hand, it's just Marcy Chin for you. And I'm just out here being the girl that doesn't really care about what you're thinking right now. This is just what you're getting. So deal with it. Yeah.
That's stress. All right. So we want
Go ahead, Bones.
I wanted to hear some of Marcy. It's you're a bad.
Them want me to feel so bad. Them say me get love and it make them mad. Them have a bag of friend, but a me one trad. And a me a them stress. How sad. When I go to my bed, I sleep just fine. Never wake up with no on my mind. Look like going IG live just for top, but girl and gig girl highlight as a bad.
But easy.
Crazy.
Do we have that back there to play? I'd love us to play that.
I would love for you to play that.
DJ Lollipop, give us a
Here we go. Yeah. Let's hear it.
I don't care what you haters feel. Today, I'm going to talk to you about why failure is not an option.
All this fuss about me? Them want me to feel so bad. Them see me get love and it make them mad. Them have a bag of friend, but I me one trad. And I me a them stress. How sad. When I go to my bed, I sleep just fine. Never wake up with no on my mind. I look like doing IG live just for top, but girl and the girl I like. You as a bad. As a bad. And I'm new to this, but true to this. Them girl they are foolish. As a bad. As a bad. Come on. My floor of them ceiling. Course them in a them feeling. What them know about impact? A girl hear me name and anxiety kill that. Them is no trick. Me no worry about chit chat. Me a greatness. Them a nil and that a big facts. Money just dropping on me cash app. Living my dreams, them girl they don't matter. I meet them for chat at topic over yassa. Yeah, them have the clout, but them still a play catch up. Yes, I. As a bad. As a bad. And I'm new to this, but true to this. Them girl they are foolish. As a bad. As a bad. Yeah, watch me on that top beat.
Right. No,
Marcy. But watching your video, this is what I want to ask you. With the influence of TikTok and Instagram and Twitter, how does social media impact your music?
Greatly, actually. TikTok actually gave me the avenue to be seen by more people.
Right.
It's so crazy because the app just came out and I was like, yeah, this is my app. And it
grows so quickly.
Yeah. I got into it so quickly as well with it as it grew, and it was just something that people really enjoyed because it started with the pandemic.
Right.
I had started doing the voiceovers and people became such fans of that. And then I decided that, you know what, I want to try it with one of my songs. And the first song I tried it with, it actually went viral.
Just like that.
Yeah. I wasn't even on social media at the time. I took this 4-month hiatus.
Right.
But during that time, I had made a song called Cancel Rape Culture. During the time when the whole St. Thomas thing was happening and the abductions.
Warning.
Right, that too. And but the Cancel Rape Culture is what went viral on TikTok. Warning went viral on Instagram.
Wow.
But when Cancel Rape Culture happened, I started getting so much support from just random fans who are hearing it for the first time and wanting to hear more. And I'm like, okay, this really attracted people. Let me try this again. And and then I did it with Street Fighter. And then it just blew up.
Right.
And then I did it with Jingle Bell Rock in the Christmas. And then Give Me More.
Just like that.
But all of that though, Marcy, it's also like a delicate balance, right? Because here it is, you are getting so many views via TikTok and Instagram, and videos are going viral, and then at the same time you have to balance and maintain being an artist, and we know how it is with creating those videos. It's time consuming. How do you create that delicate balance though with your music and ensuring that you have a presence on the social media platform?
What I think about as soon as I create the song, so as soon as I get the mix of it, I just get to work. I just now attach it to the process of creating the song. So before anyone else even gets a chance to hear it, I have my video ready.
You're ready.
So this is just how I'm going to preview it, new music. So it's now one thing. That's how I guess I balance it by turning it into a complete process.
Wow. Well, I wanted to hear about her album. You say we have to wait, cause you say talk about the things them.
No.
So me kind of stress out, cause we don't know really what to.
You just expect more hot singles and more me, growing in the space and.
But you say we must expect the unexpected. We expect hot singles. That must come.
That is it.
That is it. Nah, man, not true.
No, man, a lie.
Never tell a lie.
Never lie.
Right. So that me I say. So now you have to tell me if an album will come. What about an EP? Then we don't have to say album.
I can tell you that it's coming. I just can't tell you when.
No problem. You understand? Want to tell me say nothing not coming? Stress me out.
Man.
Oh Lord, we need to know. We need to know.
Be patient.
We know. So it's coming, and you have a couple of shows coming up.
Yes.
Right, and the closest show would be Ding Dong Show that you wrote.
October 1.
Where's that going to be, by the way?
At Stadium Car Park.
All right, so that's another big party. Dance show, stage show. So Ding Dong, big up yourself, youth. And of course,
we have 2 consecutive shows in the same venue. Yeah.
Wow. So, girl, busy like a bee. And Deani's here too.
We also have Deani. I was saying to Deani earlier, I hope he's not in his feelings. We're talking so long with Marcy, but hey, Deani, how you been?
There. How are you? Where are there? Why aren't you here?
She likes the TV. She likes to be in the television.
Gotcha.
Yes. So, Deani,
as I mentioned, feelings. Like the remix with Jada Kingdom is absolutely brilliant. Whose idea was it for Jada to be on the track?
I think it was just a merger of both ideas because I had the song originally, and then I think her friend or sister made her aware of the song itself, and then. From then, she was interested, and then she reached out, and then at that time, it's Jada Kingdom, we can't deny that opportunity for ourselves, and it did work. So big up Mama Heavy anyway she there.
Deanna, one of the things, how did this synergy between you and Down Sound, because you have such a unique sound. Was it something that you pitched an idea to them, or did they discover you, or how did that whole connection with Down Sound happen?
It was a combination of Selector Rolex as well as Scatterborrell,
Oh, yeah, okay.
Mentors as well as managers. They heard some of my music, because I've always been recording, and from that point, they've been interested, and we've been having conversation about how to improve the career and try to make sure brand DNA is bigger than where it is. And structured. Because as I said, I'm an artist, I'm not a marketer, I'm not anything else apart from doing music. That's what I do well.
Create the content.
I create the content, So they were the person that were trying to make sure everything aligned properly.
Right. It worked?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
good song. Respect.
And you know, as you speak about working on your craft, I was just going through your social media feed, and I saw, you know, like you're teasing with tracks like Boof Buff and your latest track called Style.
Yeah.
And then these are songs that showcases Diani in a different light. Like it shows your versatility as opposed to, you know, the soulful Diani that we have gotten accustomed to.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
How is this also deliberate for you in creating brand Diani to ensure that, you know, what you put out it shows your versatility as opposed to being put in a box like you're just soulful Diani?
To be honest, I don't think we would consider it to be versatility. I think it's just me just expressing music. I listen dancehall, I listen reggae, I listen hip hop, I listen dub, I listen K-pop. So I just expressing what I listen to. So, and this is also one of the aspects of it. So, for instance, you hear feelings from me. That's a R&B fusion of dancehall, and then you hear like a style which is more trap hall. People consider it to be. But
give us a piece of style, Diani. No, give us a piece of style so them know what me are talking about and the differentiation between
and the sound itself, you know.
Yeah.
So, I want them know about style. Nothing normal anytime we touch style. Think fully custom but well versatile. How them man talk about money, what them know about. What them know about, or what them know about Kyle. With the inner we prime, been rich in our 20s and never sell aisle and we friend of our, yeah.
Right. And then no feelings are different. So, you know.
Feelings, cause she have me now my feelings. We said our body they are lead. And we say, give a little time, a little feature. So, varies.
Big tune,
absolutely. And to me, that is versatility. No, let's jump to some fest. As you did feelings, and you brought, of all the props, you brought on stage an actual shower. Yeah. That works. Take us back to the planning stages and how that idea came up to include that in your set to be different.
All right, so I will say big up to management again, Scott and Rolex. They proposed the idea to me regarding having, that wow factor, because as I said earlier, I'm a singer, I write music and I make music. So the planning stages was dependent on the management team. And I just went there to execute. I suggested who the person would have been in the show. Right. Chrissy, big up herself. She did an amazing job.
Yeah. She's a great dancer.
Amazing dancer. But the intention was always to just, create a wow factor and a shock value, which it did. Because, in a dancehall culture, you need that to be...
That is true.
Aware. I had some awareness to yourself as well. So, so big up the team and massive respect.
Working. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it's more with the Down Sound team. Soon come.
Out.
Reggae radio station, rocking to the nation.
The time on IRIE-FM is...
It's 9:31, if you're just joining us, right here. The EBUZZ, and of course, Diani and Marcy Chin. They're in the studio with us, and they are just buzzing up. What you want, Marcy? I gotta go use it up. Take time, no chop. So, Diani... I was going to ask Diana, we can look out for some, you have great music out already.
Yeah, most definitely.
What about, same thing, Marcy, album, EP?
Yeah, been have albums. At this point, I think I'm trying to prep a project to, for release.
Right.
Specifically targeted to my target audience, which are, the ladies, the men. So.
Very important, yeah.
Yeah, so they can expect that really soon. And the same vibe as Feelings, Senorita, and etc. Deep, soulful, and very meaningful, and with specific intent, expressing my feelings. And
will this be diluted Diani? I mean, just Diani alone? Will there be collaborations?
I think I want to be by myself, because majority of the singles that has been released, hit singles have been collaborations. So I think we just want to give them something different myself, because as I say, being introduced to Jamaica and as well as the wide world. They don't really hear me for myself other than Heaven Telegram. So this is the intention of the new project.
Nice.
When I was watching some of your live stage show performances, and you seem very comfortable on stage. How do you prepare for live stage show performances, and is this something that you have to actively work on as a way of mastering your skills or honing your skills, for want of a better term?
preparation. You know, say I just go there and just make sure I enjoy myself. I wouldn't even say that would be preparation because I do what I love. Obviously, I know so we practice singing every day. So, and stage approach is also a next factor. But ultimately, I just going up there and expressing myself because, as I said, it's not a facade. This is actually me. I sing what I feel and be myself and being true and just get to get on the stage.
How well do you feed off the energy from people? Because a lot of people go there with a structured
Never
set.
feed off the energy of people. I just sing my music.
You do your thing.
Just enjoy it. As I said earlier, I just enjoy myself because I don't have to be in this position or I'm given the opportunity to sing music for the wider audience, you know. So I take it as such and try to do my best, you know. So it's not necessarily for people, it's for myself. So appreciate and enjoy the moment because, you know, time's short.
But that's true.
And as you speak about doing something for yourself, while doing music, you were actively pursuing a bachelor's degree in international shipping and supply chain management and logistics at the Caribbean Maritime University. Now, irrespective of your musical success, Diane, why was it important for you to complete your education?
Big up mommy, you know, she bad me up. But at the end of the day still, it was something positive for me. I can't say anything negative about getting a degree, you know. We're grateful for being to be given the opportunity to get, you know, such an achievement. So big up mums anyway there.
I couldn't tell me say you're shipping my two TV one coming from.
Customs that one. We don't do that.
How you do that?
No man, we bring in the goods, you know.
You bring in the goods and then the TV not the goods?
No, we don't do that part there.
Because we're not easy, you know.
We're not link there.
I will bring two brother fling TV over a wall.
Has your degree been helpful in assisting you in any way or shape or form musically?
Yeah, I can't say that because I don't know with organization and research, you know. I research a lot. Avid reader as well, so with that being said, it has helped me, you know, to organize my thoughts and try to be more organized in terms of expressing this gift that I've been gifted by God. One God no easy.
Well, sir. Well, we're looking forward to seeing so much more from both of you because...
Yeah, most definitely. And give thanks for the opportunity as well as always.
Yeah, man. Buzzing.
No,
because what? Because what?
Go ahead, Kish.
Because what?
I think the last time Diane was here, it was our EBUZZ party.
Yeah, and Chin was
yeah,
here.
that was must have been
Marcy was there too.
Yeah, massive. It was a good vibe. It was pre-pandemic.
Pre-pandemic, yeah.
It's been a while.
Diane and Marcy, can we just drop a rhythm, any rhythm, and you guys just vibe to it? Because after all, it's the buzz that we're buzzing.
Yeah, man. The music
vibe?
Yeah, music.
Is it?
Let's go.
Yeah?
You should have there still in Kishima. You should have there still, but yeah, we're ready.
Where is she?
She's up on the TV.
She likes to be surveillance. It's surveillance. She loves it. So I watch her.
Well, right, drop the rhythm for your moves, sir.
Hey.
Now go at me, go.
Which one you forgetting?
Lipstick. No?
Run down friend them they party no keep.
No.
Sauce pan sauce so we fresh just a drip.
Yeah.
Only gram line of it beg we a skip.
Yeah.
Them a win name pan them out like a lipstick. Click click name pan them out like a
lipstick.
Name pan them out like a lipstick. Click click the bangers out quick quick. Them get swarm like ants at a lipstick.
Girl, get your ear done. Money on your face done. Get your ear done. Watch out. Girl, get your ear done. Money penny on your face done. It's your birthday, girl. Girl broke out and girl broke out and we said the body that you lead. Give a little time a little. Under the moonlight and sense of me. And when we walk we up it. You sing something else? We said the body that you lead, Marcy. Give a little time a little feature. Under the moonlight and sense of me. And we say when we walk we up in your time.
Them a watch me and a talk be a thing.
Right, yes sir.
Me different, me not be a sick. Yo, Irene, load up a clip.
Yeah, yeah.
We not two do the bag of lip. Hey, girl like me, I feel rich. You know, sister, me a bad bad. Them not my business, cause I'm the business. And anything you want, chat me
what
no
them
business.
know about style? Nothing normal in the time we touch style. Think fully custom, but well versatile. All them a talk about money, what them know about? What them know about? And what them know about Kyle? With the inner with prime, been rich in with 20s on the bustle. I love when the batch up line. Not wrong with the money, don't smile. Cause time is money and you don't know money is time. Check your profile, we do the crime. You illegal thief, I will never sell. I will never sell. I will never sell. Yeah, time, watch it. What?
Feel brand new like a brand new year. Just left shirt with a brand new hair. Look nice and sweet like something could I eat. And I'm feeling rich like a from Bel Air. Watch broke boy want threesome. You crazy my youth, that a rich man fun. But very miserable when my money done some. Me not spend mine, I spend fee one.
I mean I'm a feelings. Marcy, I mean I'm a feelings. Me say I mean I'm a feelings. Me say me have me. Watch ya. Baby, it is obvious, you know. I'm in love with you, girl. Heart's been racing, I've been waiting just to see you. Baby, it is obvious, you know.
Right.
We go.
No, sir.
It might not shake still, but you know it, girl. We'll keep work same way.
Awesome vibes. You know, Don't Sound is definitely winning, you know, two talented entertainers in their camp. So it's a good look.
Yeah, I big up my brethren Joe Bogdanovich. You know, he's like, you know, these guys were going to be great.
But you know what I want to do? I want us Bones to open the phone lines so we can give our listeners an opportunity to interact with Marcy Chain and Diani. So the numbers to call are 974-5051.
974-5043.
Or 974-5079.
618-0352. Those are the numbers to call. Give us a call right now. So we got Diani.
You can hit up Diani and Marcy Chain. But in the meantime, Diani, where can we see you perform? What is your calendar looking like for the remainder of the year?
Booked for the rest of the year. Going Cayman end of month, then Canada next month, then England the other month, and then back at Jamaica. Hopefully this thing that year as well. So a very busy year. So we give thanks for the support.
Yeah.
IRFM and everybody, like, share, stream, comment.
That is
really appreciate it. Trust me, the fan base has been very loyal and very helpful.
And expanding.
And motivating for me, isn't it?
Yep.
Especially. As I say, it's an opportunity, it's an offer for express what I have. Yep. And them give me love and give thanks. IRFM, big up.
Yeah, man. Respect every time.
It's a good look, like absolutely we can see your growth, because I remember, you came in and Scatter was saying like, yo, this is Diani and bad singer, and look at like you actually came into your own and you're doing it, and that's just really awesome.
I appreciate that.
We got a caller online. Bust through caller. You're live. Go through caller.
Boy, Froggy's on the radio.
Well, you're in Brownstone and you're having Down South.
You have Diani.
I'm Down South.
In studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Froggy.
Yeah, I like how the two artists that I go on, I like them.
Not true.
Production, while them had that shot, So big up on yourself, artist. I don't know, so no have fans there in a Brownstone.
Big up, Froggy.
Froggy, very supportive.
I appreciate that, man.
So what are going on in a Brownstone, Froggy?
It's a Brownstone live and nice, so almost every radio on in a Brownstone.
Almost. Find the last one and turn it on. You don't understand your youth?
Every radio turn up, load up in our tracks, that's me.
Not true.
Because it's an Irie, the whole world are crying.
Yeah, understand. Irie is the diary. And we signal not stop at Irie. Oh.
Yeah, I think already rich.
Rich! Definitely.
All right, Froggy.
Come on, take time out to dig up the whole of Brownstone.
Yeah.
Lower box, middle Brown. The lower box, the middle box, the mirror box. Me nah deal stand fast, top valleys, bottom valleys, transit corner. The whole rest now. Big up all of my passengers, them. I know they're on the road now, but you know, so see me again. Don't be worried. Don't prayer goes out. So the family, that's our Bones family, them youth that were dead in the fire down so and speedy recovery.
I know this a Bones there now, I'm a different one.
Yeah, the other Bones.
Yes, yeah, Mr. Len down in Westmoreland there. Big up yourself, brethren.
Yes.
No, I know him well too. I know him too.
Yeah, I don't know a thing already.
Quite sad.
And big up all of my listeners, them all of my fans, them who know Froggy. Yo, Formula, Sadie, yo, Bertland, yo, Javelin, Dippy, the whole work, Leonova,
Forget your famous
DJ,
bad.
yeah, the whole work. Yeah, my father just
tomorrow.
in our house, that's see him. I don't know, because we don't tune in and listen. Everybody who you hear me call them name, them tune in, because I hear them say, see him.
Mad. Thank you so much, Froggy. Big up yourself, and thanks for always calling in, and big up Brownstone.
Big up for the support.
Yeah,
Yes,
man,
sir.
give me a big up tomorrow live, because you know we always tune in.
All
Yeah,
right.
both of you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man,
Log in.
of course, for sure.
Yeah, Lollipop, Brian, Amber. I don't know if you Mota,
He's forwarding soon after this.
Yeah.
Yes, I.
All right.
Big
Thank
up.
you so much, Froggy. Big up.
Yeah, man. Froggy, always supporting IRA FM. So, callers, we're waiting on you. 974-5051.
974-5079.
974-5043. Or 618-0352. Those are the numbers. We're
I
here.
just saw a message coming through Facebook Live. A woman says, Diane, I love your songs.
No flow. Buster caller, you are live.
Yeah, man, blaze it with the bird in the DJ, boy.
As long as it not burn up youth. Big up. Where I say?
Oh, man.
Yeah, man, big up. We have Diane and Marcy Chin live in studio. What do you want to ask them?
Yeah, man, Marcy, I think.
No,
Marcy.
Marcy.
My problem reach your youth.
Yeah, man, we like your voice, baby.
Big up you. I love you.
Yeah, man, we like your sit down for the rhythm, you know?
That is it. It's like a lizard pan a limb.
Man, you make everybody want to become a rhythm. No?
That's one day thing.
I tell you.
Yeah, man, Diane.
Yeah, father.
Yeah, man, good voice, daddy, good vocal. You see me, I say?
I appreciate that and respect you. Stay safe.
Yeah, man, everything up.
Up and
Yeah,
running.
man, just go on to the music, daddy.
Yeah.
Shaka Warrior, anybody want to big up before you go?
Yeah, man, you don't know me. I bless up Empress Janet and my daughter Shamaya.
Yep.
The whole Philadelphia. Number one, bless up my Virgin Icon. Bless up Virgin Banky. You see me, I say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, the whole Surstone, Knockdale. Whoa! Yeah, man. The whole ISM, bless up MC Teddy. You see me, I say?
Yeah, video.
All right.
Yeah, man, and the whole Bloodstone, I don't know.
Yeah, man, big up yourself, Shaka Warrior out of Philadelphia Center. Enough love. Yes, sir?
All right. Big up
All right,
yourself,
no.
Shaka Warrior.
Yeah, tell him no easy, you know. When he come here, whoa! No, sir. All right.
No, Diane, can we expect, and Marcy, can we look out for any, memorabilias from you? Any,
merch.
are you going into fashion, any kind of merch, what we can expect?
Definitely.
Queen of fashion this.
Right? What we can expect from you? Clothing line, what you working on?
You know, just want me to tell you everything.
It is the buzz. We have to know what's buzzing.
She look nice. She look fresh.
That is included in it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can look for pieces.
Yes. And I can't say much more until that's like finished.
So we can look out for it next year or before the year end.
I don't know when yet, officially.
Okay. All right.
I don't want to make any fake promises, you know? Just, just know that it's in the process.
In the making. All right.
You can give us a little trajectory of when things are coming up.
Diane, any merch in the pipeline, what we can look out for? What you working on?
Yeah, man, we have a couple merch already, being distributed, to, some loyal fans that has been supporting me from them time to now. But we do have ideas that, we more target specifically for the ladies, like swimwear. So that is where the intention is. Yeah.
Yeah, I started a swimwear line too for the girls.
For the girl, them, no?
But we can't find it right now.
Yeah, I agree with it. Don't.
Yeah.
I'll model it for you.
It's a shoes lace.
It's a shoes lace.
I'm the perfect model.
You're the perfect one for you. Yes, I am.
Okay, so swimwear that's pretty. That's different, because like a lot of entertainers, especially on the male side, when they go into merch, the first thing that comes to mind is t-shirts.
No, man, because as I said, not me for cut you, because I don't know, as I say, we are representing for the ladies and woman empowerment and women, feeling pride and powerful in themselves. So with that being said, that's the intention for me.
I think we have a caller on the line. Buzz through caller. Hello. Buzz, you're live. Simon, you're going to start talk like you have sense,
What's
Simon,
up?
what happened, Simon?
Danny and Marcy Chin live in studio. Simon.
Night,
Big up yourself, youth.
Yeah, I follow bun.
Yes, I.
Too fast, Marcy Chin.
Oh.
You're frightened now.
I'm see a trend for IT.
You say?
You see a trend for IT, you know, Marcy Chin.
Nice.
Yeah.
Why Simon?
Jamaica come from?
Yes, Simon, the connection is bad.
Jamaica come from, no?
Call from Timbuktu.
Simon, you there? Your phone signal, boy, sound like it's there Japan.
All right, I think we've lost Simon.
Yeah,
Simon, that connection there was really poor. But Diana, you were talking about the swimsuits now. Tell me more. 1 piece, 2 pieces, you know,
2
colors.
piece, man, you know, 2 piece, and
piece.
just make sure the woman them feel good and confident. You know, fluffy from your size, Keshima to, you know, slimmers and, you know, petite. But that are the intentions.
You're covering all sides.
Yeah, all women wear
right
cover.
across the okay,
yeah, man,
no
woman wear cover.
Like insurance. Buzz through, caller, you're live.
Hello, good night.
Good night.
Blessed love, bonus.
Blessed love.
Shima, respect.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, bless
Where you
up.
calling from? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Darlistan, Westmoreland, Prince Jasper.
Prince Jasper. All right, so big up Westmoreland. Darlistan.
Yeah, man.
So Diane is here.
Marcy Chin and Diane.
And Marcy Chin is here. Tell us. Any thoughts, questions for them?
Yeah, man. Just ask them to just hold up the mid same way, you know what I say?
Respect my general.
Yeah, man, and continue doing the thing, man, you know what I say? Yeah, man. Just blessing too, you know?
Thank you.
All right. Just we have nobody you want big up, Brethren.
Yeah, man.
What true, no?
Mom, big up my mother. Now Waterford, Miss Jamie Leslie. Big up Miss Juni Walker from Darliston. Big up Michelle Whitelock from Linegate. Big up my friend Garnet, Copre. You know, big up the whole of Darliston, the whole of Westmoreland. Yeah, man. And big up everyone at the studio, same here.
I will put them in the studio, you know, because we all have a brethren who same name, a watch.
The watch name.
There's a watch name, him have him near Rolex.
No, the watch name. The watch I follow.
Him say Rolex, where's your Rolex? He say, I am the Rolex. No, sir.
Yeah, man, big up yourself, Mr. Rolex.
Yeah, man, big selector, and you want to see him.
Legend, man.
Rich.
All right, give thanks for calling through Prince Jasper.
Prince
Yeah,
Jasper.
man, keep it 100, man. See?
We keep it 1 million youth. 1 million.
Yeah, man.
Big up.
Yeah, man, respect.
Enough
yeah,
love.
Man, respect both.
Yeah, man.
All right, give thanks. No, Marcy and Diane, having a management team, you know, like there are some entertainers who feel like, you know, they don't want to be managed or want to have a management team. In you having a management team, what would you say are some of the benefits from having a team and that type of support that you're given?
You know, with being an artist like myself, you know, a lot of music and a lot of content is being created daily. So they create some structure for me, to be honest. With that being said, you know, in the space and in the realms of music, you need people. You can't do it by yourself, ultimately. So they provide that structure, they provide that networking and that machine behind, you know, the brand itself. So that is the benefit of it, you know.
And structure is important. How about you, Marcy?
Pretty much the same. Before, I had to just be involved in everything, and I'm still involved in everything, but I can get to be an artist.
Yeah, because other things are being taken care of
right,
for you.
I can focus on that.
And that actually takes a big load off the person. A large load.
Helps you to move.
Right, and focus on the content and so on. So, and then you're with a very good team of people. All right, Buzz Through Caller, you are live.
Good night.
Good night to you and the Peeny Wally them. I hear the Peeny Wally. Big them up. Big up all the Peeny Wally. Good, Them just on the right side of you.
DJ Bone.
Good night.
And Kashima.
Good night.
Yeah, this is Blossom, man.
Blossom.
Hi, Blossom.
Yeah.
We have Diane and Marcy Chin in studio. You want to ask them any specific questions?
Not really, you know, but their sound is very good together.
Not true. Yeah, man, them
Yes,
sound good.
I love how they sound.
Mm-hmm.
They're going on quite okay. And keep up the good work, Delano and Marcia.
No. That's how you call double wrong. Oh. So it's Diani and Marcy.
Blossom and Marcy Chin.
Anybody, but the Peeny, one of them so like they want to send greetings. Oh, the Peeny, one of them so loud.
I'm telling you, they're taking over.
No, man,
I have light right at the gate.
I wonder if you look at pet them, because boy, them just sound like them ready.
Or maybe it's the cat them.
No, we're not working no cat. That is Mercy.
Yes, DJ Bones, how are you?
I'm great. How you doing, Blossom?
I am good so far.
It's good to hear you, and we want to appreciate you, tell you thanks for calling in and participating with everything that Ari does. We say big up yourself, Blossom.
I enjoy doing it. I enjoy it.
I will enjoy you coming on board with us. Respect every time, Blossom. Not
yes,
love.
Yes, can I big up someone?
Please do.
Yes, man.
Or
Please
some
do.
people.
Big up everybody.
Yes. Well, first of all, I want to big up my two daughters. Sergeant Rosemary Lee, she's in Duane Park. Lisa in Philadelphia. My son Alan Gordon is in Hanover.
Right.
My grandchildren, which I wouldn't even call all of them names right now.
That's so much?
Yes, 5 of them.
Then I call them out.
Giselle, Gabriel, Halanik, Shanoya, and Kimani.
There you go.
Yes. So, everyone enjoying themselves and listening to Hyrie.
Thank you very much, Blossom. Respect
right.
and
Yes,
love.
thanks,
They love Hyrie.
All right.
I am in Windsor Heights. Big up Windsor Heights.
Big up the Windsor Heights family, man, of course. Respect.
Yes, and all my family in Philadelphia, St. Anne.
Right.
Sister Isis, big up yourself. Principal and Jappy. All the rest. And everyone who knows Blossom. Can't call any names not right now.
All right, Blossom.
All
Respect.
right, Blossom. Give thanks for calling and wish you a good night.
Have a great night,
All
Blossom.
right.
Yes.
Take care.
Big up Richard. Richard in Portmore. Bless
Yes.
up
All
yourself.
right. Big up Richard in Portmore.
All right. Big up,
Big up
Richard.
yourself, Blossom.
Enough love.
But Diane and Marcy Chin, as we're on the wire, to close off the EBUZZ, observing the synergy between both of you, it seemed like you get along and it's a really good vibe. How important is it to be a part of a camp where the vibe is good as an artist, especially if you're able, if you're expected to flourish and, churn out proper material and good music?
It's very important, I think, because we're the ones that get it the most. We're the artists, and we
You're
understand.
on the front line.
Right, so we support each other.
Mm-hmm.
We keep our emotionally and creatively stable. We look out for each other, and that's a big thing. It takes a load off because it gets really stressful.
You're artists, and it's artistry, and there's a lot of emotion in it, and a lot of people they expect you to turn on and turn off like a switch.
They really do.
It is not possible. They don't understand.
It's not humane.
Not exactly. Sometimes you are going through a process in your mind, and somebody sit there and they say, "What go on there?" You can't hear him because you have such a thought process going on, and it's hypey, and it's not necessarily
the case.
Right.
Yeah.
So a lot of times people need to understand some of the things that artists go through,
and that artists are human,
and they're human.
Yeah.
And they're expected to be robots. They must be programmed, turn on, turn off. Oh, you're going to do a show. Yay! No, you can't do it like that.
Agreed.
So it's something that a lot of people out there, when they realize the kind of things that artists have to go through, they probably will understand.
But do you find that you have had to shed a lot of your personality or some of what you are because you have now stepped into this spotlight? You are an entertainer, you are an artist, and fans sometimes will not understand, and then the expectation in general is so high. Sometimes it is, really impossible, but then you do have some entertainers who make that added effort. Have you found yourself in that position where you have to make that compromise because of where you're now sitting?
Yeah, most definitely. At the end of the day still, as I said, we try to be ourselves, regardless. So if I'm really not in the space or frame of mind to, let's say, take a picture, I will express that honestly, but in a very
respectful way.
In a very respectful way. But for the most part, I really do try to make sure, I make sure that the fan itself or whoever the supporter is try to get the best experience of me. So regardless of how I'm feeling, I try to, push it aside.
It's hard because, Kishi, when you ask a question, I thought you were talking to me. And I was going to say, no, I have not really changed. I'm the same guy. I don't really need to do nothing different. I'm you know what I mean? But I really I said, well,
yeah, so it varies depending, and it depends on the approach as well. So there's that as well. So most of the times we just try to make sure the supporter get the best experience from me myself as an artist,
Mm-hmm. Well, that's important.
Any parting thoughts or words or uplifting messages as we're about to close off from Diani and Marcy Chin?
Oh my God.
I mean, I talk to?
Bones, you're not an artist, man. I know you play the guitar, but...
yes, and I can sing. Just not on key.
Yeah, so big up RFM. I don't know, live life and prosper always and forever from yours truly. I don't know, stay true and be yourself. I don't know, art love always and forever.
Yeah, man, for real. Marcy?
I just want to thank you guys for having us, and shout out to everyone that's listening tonight. Just stay focused on what matters. Don't take things personal when you don't have to. Focus on yourself and the people that you love. And shout out to my producer, Conley, who is always working with me, churning out the toughest beats ever.
Big up,
Conley, awesome.
And the supporters, enough love.
Yes, Chin City.
One Chin City.
You know the vibes.
LLAP, Grand Spin, you don't know Blackburn Pen, Rolex, Outer East.
Yeah, Down Sound.
One dear sir.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't get big up yourself.
And Scatter, yeah.
Don't forget the boss.
Thank you all for coming in.
Yes,
so
thank you so much. And being so professional and early. We appreciate it.
Big
appreciate
up. Enough love.
Keshima late still, because she's not there.
No, she was here before.
Oh, true.
Yes.
I joke. But somebody from there. Big up yourself, Keshima.
So give thanks.
Big up,
wish you all the best. And the whole team that came in. Rolex!
Big up for a music artist as well.
Reconyze. Yeah, man.
And also big up to the entire team. Big up to Shamara Preston, Vivian Stewart, and Jody and Dawkins. Big up to DJ Lollipop, our technical operator.
And our studio engineer, DJ Kamar, and of course, our social media specialist, Peter Broadba. Join us next week for another exciting edition of the EBUZZ. I'm DJ Bones.
And I'm Kishima Francis. Muta Baruka is up next with The Cutting Edge.
We out.
Every time you are